Home prices and interest rates are skyrocketing. The supply of homes for sale is at an all-time low. So is the Northern Virginia housing market in trouble? Well, in this week's video, I'm going to share with you exactly what I'm seeing on a day-to-day basis being boots in the ground, and then I'll go over exactly how much over asking price homes are selling for, and then I'll give you my outlook with the housing market moving forward. And we're getting started right now. Boom! Hey everybody, it's David, your favorite realtor right here in Northern Virginia. So let's get the video started right now. So what am I seeing in the housing market right now in 2022? Well, basically, it's been almost identical to the housing market in 2021. In fact, it's even more challenging overall. So if you don't know, I'll kind of give you a recap of the housing market overall in 2021. So what we saw was a perfect storm of record low interest rates, extremely low inventory, and pent-up demand because we were going through a pandemic, so everybody had to work from home, so they want to get a bigger house. So people who lived in a condo want to upgrade to a townhouse, and people who lived in a townhouse want to upgrade to a bigger single-family home. So what this caused was a supply and demand issue where the demand completely outweighed the supply. So what we saw was basically every single house was getting multiple offers, selling for way over asking price. And what it caused was homes in the Northern Virginia area appreciated by 15 to 20% in value in just 1 year. A normal healthy market is homes appreciating anywhere from like 3 to 6% every single year. So now here we are, March of 2022, and I was really hoping for a kind of a more normal market, but we are definitely not there. We still have that huge supply and demand issue. In fact, the active listings here in Northern Virginia, the month of January, are down 15% compared to January of 2021. And we had extremely low inventory last year, so it's even worse this year. So things that I'm seeing, I would say about 90 to 95% of all homes in the area are selling the first weekend with multiple offers. And what's that causing is homes are selling for way over list price. I'm now seeing $100,000 over asking price quite often. I mean, I don't see it all the time, but definitely for a very nice single family, $100K over asking is not uncommon. 2 years ago, that was unheard of. Also, another thing buyers are having to do just to be competitive is waiving their contingencies like their home inspection and appraisal contingency. Definitely not a big fan of this, and I'm not telling you to do it or not to do it. But if you're competing against 10 other buyers and they're all waiving their contingencies, unfortunately, just to have a fighter's chance, you may have to do the same as well. Another few things I've seen actually this year is super long lines to get inside an open house. I remember one time I went to an open house in Ashburn and there's a line around the block. I felt like I was like back in my 20s, like in a line for a nightclub in Vegas. Like, what is going on? I've also heard other agents say they've hosted open houses and had over 100 families go to an open house. That is absolutely mind-boggling. That means there's at least 100 people looking for a home in that price range and location. I remember hosting open houses myself a couple years ago, and there was times nobody showed up. So seeing 100 families come into an open house, it is literally just mind-boggling. So I'm actually surprised that demand is still so high to buy a house with so much uncertainty going on in the world right now. We have a war that just started between Russia and Ukraine last week, and who knows what direction that'll go into. Also, the stock market and crypto market has been crushed. And I don't know about you, but my portfolio is way less today compared to what it was 3 or 4 months ago. And not to mention that interest rates right now are sitting at 4% or higher. Now, grand scheme of things, that's still historically low, but we compare it to this time last year when we were seeing rates at 2.6, 2.7, 2.8. So they're a lot higher today compared to this time last year. Now, I knew it was gonna be a crazy spring market this year, but I was expecting more of a watered down version of the 2021 housing market, but not this. We're almost even busier or crazier compared to 2021. And I do want to say this, nobody likes this market. Realtors, buyers, even sellers don't like this market. Like me personally, I hate it. I don't like having to have my buyers lose out on 3, 4, 5, 6 homes before they can secure one. It's not fun at all. If you're a buyer, you don't want to have to lose out on 4 or 5 homes before you finally find one. And believe it or not, a lot of sellers do not like this market at all. And the reason is, yeah, they're going to love it when they sell the house. But guess what? They have to find a house to replace the house they're selling. So they may make a ton of money selling their house, but guess what? They have to overpay on their next house. And I personally believe one of the biggest reasons why the inventory levels are so low right now is a lot of sellers, they actually do want to sell, but then they see the available homes out there and the prices and the craziness. They just decide, hey, I don't even want to go in that direction. I'll just stay where I am right now and kind of reevaluate maybe 6 months to a year from now. So what are homes actually selling for in Northern Virginia right now? So we're gonna look at homes that have sold in the past 30 days. We're gonna look at the 4 major counties and combine them with Prince William, Loudoun, Arlington, and Fairfax County. And we're just gonna look at homes under $2 million, which would be like 98% of the homes. So as of right now, the average list price is $603,000, but the average sold price is $622,000. So on average, every single home in Northern Virginia is selling for $19,000 over asking price. $19,000 over asking price on average. That is a ridiculous number. It's going to be even more ridiculous when I break it down to certain areas. So on average, homes in Reston are selling for $14,000 over asking price. And that's actually mind-boggling to me because a lot of homes in Reston are condos, and condos generally don't sell for over asking price. And if we go to the Gainesville Haymarket area, those homes on average are selling for $18,000 over asking price. I remember when Gainesville and Haymarket used to be a steal. It maybe was the opposite, where homes would sell for $18,000 under asking price. Now it's over asking price. And then let's go to Fairfax. Homes in Fairfax are selling on average for $22,000 over asking price. And then the Ashburn area, which includes Brambleton and the Broadlands, homes there are selling for $27,000 over asking price. And if we go to the South Riding Aldi area, homes in that area are selling for $33,000 over asking price. And the area in Northern Virginia that I found that's selling for the highest over asking price is going to be Vienna, where the average home is selling for $36,000 over asking price. So yes, when I was doing my research for this video, I was 1000% shocked, but it's not over. I'm going to show you some individual listings that recently sold, and you're going to be even more shocked. Okay, we're going to look at some listings that have sold recently. First, we have a townhouse in Ashburn. So this just closed on the 25th of February for $572,000. And this was listed for $509,000. So this property sold for $63,000 over asking price. In my opinion, that is way too much. This is a townhouse, no garage, built in 1993. These are literally a dime a dozen. No reason why somebody should be paying $63,000 over asking price. They paid way too much. Let's see what else is next in the list. This is going to be a townhouse in Aldi. This one right here was listed at $645,000. And it sold for $95,000 over list price. Again, there's no reason why. It looks beautiful, good size, but there's no reason why you should pay $95,000 over asking price for a townhouse. 000. I would never let my buyers do that. This is a single family home in Chantilly. And let's see, this was listed at $900, basically $1 million. This sold for $130,000 over asking price. So at least this is a single family home. All right, so it's not bad. It's still a lot to pay over asking price. But there's even more shocking ones to come. Let's see, all right, this is in Reston. And this was listed at $1,039,000. So this sold for $125,000 over asking price. It's just a typical colonial style home. Really nothing fancy. It's got some nice furniture, but that doesn't come with a house. Let's look at the kitchen. It's a basic kitchen. Nothing spectacular. Now let's look at this one in Vienna. So this home right here was listed at $1,025,000. And this sold for $200,000 over asking price. That is absolutely insane. This home was built in 1967. So let's see what 200 grand over asking price gets you. All right. I mean, nothing spectacular at all. Now, yes, Vienna is prime location, but $200,000 over asking price, that is just way too much. As you can see, homes are selling for way more than they should be. Now, the question is the Northern Virginia housing market, is it in trouble? I don't think it's in trouble, but it's definitely broken. Now, do I believe a crash is going to come? I don't believe so, But first time I'm ever saying this, I definitely think a correction will be coming soon. May not happen this year, maybe happen summer of 2023, but a correction will come. And even if the correction is just the prices going sideways for a couple years, because right now they're going like this. They cannot keep going basically straight up, skyrocketing. That is definitely not sustainable, because at this rate, my little 2-bedroom condo is gonna be worth $1 million in a few years. So obviously that is not gonna happen. So we should actually welcome some sideways price action in the housing market. So one tip I can give you, if you're looking to buy a house right now, as you're watching this video in the spring of 2022, it may be beneficial to wait maybe to the summer or fall, because I remember last year, like July, August, September, October, it became a lot easier to buy a house. I mean, homes are still getting multiple offers, don't get me wrong, but actually it helped a lot of clients get homes that were their only offer. Right now, that is unheard of to be the only offer, but maybe waiting till summer, fall time, you may be able to find some deals and diamonds in the rough. And also, if you're gonna buy a house now, try your best not to overpay. And I'm not saying don't go over asking price, because you're probably gonna have to do that, but don't go $65,000 over asking price for a townhouse built in 1990 with no garage. That is absolutely unheard of. And if you are gonna overpay for a house, do it for something special, like a single family, because single family homes, they hold their value the most compared to like townhomes and condos. And a single family home is always gonna be the most desirable piece of real estate. And if you want to learn more about living in Northern Virginia, check out this video right here. It's gonna be a fantastic resource, and I'll see you on the next video.